Ooh, that was a roller coaster. We started off with a little bit of an anecdote about some, I believe it was a TV show, just talking about people disappearing. But it's real. It's real. There are companies out there, especially in this article focusing on Japan, which help people disappear. Take their old life, erase it, and give them a whole new identity, a whole new lease on life. Just completely take out the old, put in the new, and they go from being Joe Schmo to being Joe Mo. I'm sure they do a better job than me. I would be a terrible evaporator. However, that's what they do. So in Japan, what happens is a lot of these people who do want to disappear might have troubles in life. Maybe they committed a crime, but more often it's something like rising debt, a terrible work environment, terrible home environment, and they just want to start a new life. So they take all this money that they've collected because it's expensive, they pour it into this company and they say, please make me disappear. And the company does just that. One day you are who you are, and then the next day you're in a whole new location. Hopefully they don't keep you in the same place, with a whole new name, a whole new passport, everything, the whole kit and caboodle. And this has caused, of course, a lot of trauma for the people left behind, a lot of difficulty for the police. Even the police in the article, they don't actually look for these people too much because they have a lot of other things to do, allegedly. And so some of the families take what little money they have left because it was spent on erasing the identity of the person running away, and they try to hire very expensive private detectives to find the said disappearing people with limited success, I've heard. And I wonder sometimes if the company who is the private detective and the company who is making the disappearing happen are the same. They're working together.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, they can make money both ways.
Yeah. Get it on both ends,
and
just
then
like pharmaceutical companies.
Sell out the identity to the highest bidder. You know, if the left behind family offer enough money, okay, I'll tell you where he is.
Yeah. Or go to the person again and be like, oh, these people are looking for you. We need a little bit more money. And if they don't give you more, then they're like, oh, here you go. Oh.
The blackmail opportunity.
Oh, we're good at this.
Wow.
You know,
okay,
I
that's
take
our
back
next
what I said.
business idea.
You'll be the detective. No, I have to be the detective because I'm terrible at that. And you'll be the brains.
I'll be the evaporator.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's their name, but I think that's a great name for them.
Yes. I am an evaporator.
I'm an evaporator. What do you do? I'm a freelancer.
Freelance evaporator.
What circumstances would you consider evaporating, like completely? You said you started a new life, but what circumstances would you do if you had to completely erase your old life and start a new one?
Well, the situation would have to have some serious gravity to it. You know, I would never do this just casually.
It's a Tuesday, I'll just erase myself.
So if I wanted to sweep away my whole life right now, it would have to be witness protection. What if I had seen a crime and they knew I'd seen it, and then I might be in danger because they want revenge for me telling the police or, you know, standing in court giving a statement, then I would definitely consider disappearing as Claire and making a whole new life somewhere else.
What would be your new name?
I guess I might not get to pick, but I would love to be a Jessica.
Okay.
It's a nice name.
I want to be a Jessica.
But if I were to do that, I think that would be really difficult. What do you think are some of the potential challenges faced by people who intentionally disappear?
I think, of course, the biggest challenge is being found. It's really hard to disappear in this day and age. Like, even 100 years ago, way easier. I mean, 100 years ago, you could, what would be, that wouldn't be
1920.
Even 70 years ago, you could easily hijack a plane. You could easily walk onto a plane with a fake identity, looking at you, what was his name, D.B. Cooper or whatever his name was. And that's just easy to go ahead and disappear and do whatever you want. But nowadays, man, are you not going to be found? Like someone's going to recognize you, or CCTV is going to pick you up, especially in Japan where there's cameras everywhere. probably be easier to disappear in America.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a huge challenge. Also, like keeping your story straight. You're going to have bleed over. You've spent 20, 30, 40 years as a one person. It's going to be hard to erase those characteristics that made you you and try to be a new person around new people.
Yeah, you get a few drinks in you and then you start accidentally talking about your real family instead of the fake story you're supposed to be telling.
Exactly.
And
someone yells John and you're like, yeah, oh crap, that's not me.
They got me.
Yeah. And it's the detective looking for you.
That's what happens in the movies,
Yeah.
right? They yell the real name.
Like, John. And like, huh? Oh, no. Yeah. I thought you said Joe. Your name's Frank. Well, yeah, but my friend is Joe.
My cat is Joe.
My cat is Joe. Yeah. I'm thinking of great names, aren't I?
Yes.
Anyways. Yeah, the biggest challenge for me is probably lying. It'd be hard to keep up the lie.
Yeah. And I'd miss, there are lots of people that I would miss, you know. You'd have to give up not only the relationships in your old life that you don't like, but also the ones you do like. You have to give up everybody.
Cut them all off.
That would be sad.
Anyways, well, let's go out of the frying pan of the article and into the fire of the vocabulary and go ahead and study that blazing good vocabulary and use it in your everyday life. Spread that fire around, and we will see you in the next article. Bye.
Protagonist.
Protagonist.
Shed light on.
Shed light on.
Rigmarole.
Rigmarole.
Prioritize.
Prioritize.
Abduct.
Abduct.